Sunday, September 29th, 2024. Mark 9, 38 to 43 and 45. Continue from 47 to 48. Reflection by Reverend Father Clifford Atta Anim. Today's readings provide a stern caution against jealousy, intolerance, and causing scandal. The first reading shows how envy arises in Joshua, Moses' assistant. Moses and 70 others were called by God for an ordination ceremony in the tent of meeting. However, two invitees who had not received the Spirit within the tent began prophesying in the camp. Joshua, unable to tolerate this, questioned their legitimacy. Moses, however, corrected him, urging tolerance. This sets the stage for Jesus' response to similar jealousy in the apostles. The refrain from today's psalm, "The precepts of the Lord give joy to the heart," highlights that true joy comes from obedience to God's law, a lesson echoed in all the readings. In the second reading, James condemns the wealthy for their denial of justice, specifically refusing to pay a fair wage and exploiting laborers. In the ancient Middle East, withholding wages was not just unfair, it was akin to murder, a direct assault on the vulnerable. As Christians, our baptism commits us to seek justice, but through peaceful means, not violence. In the Gospel, the apostles, like Joshua, struggle with intolerance. John complains to Jesus that an outsider has been casting out demons in Jesus' name. Despite their protests, Jesus teaches them a lesson in tolerance, encouraging them to recognize the good in those outside their immediate circle. He warns them against causing scandal, especially to the vulnerable and those new in the faith. Jesus' message is severe. If something causes you to sin, it must be cut off, even if it's a part of your own body. Life lessons? Avoid conduct that leads to scandal, whether through unkindness, humiliation, or unjust behavior. We cause scandal when we discourage others, refuse to accept them, or judge those still growing in their faith. Practice Christian tolerance, which requires us to bear with others' weaknesses, respect differences, and work together on shared goals. Even in disagreement, we must affirm the good in others and let Christ's light shine through our words and actions. The discomfort in these readings is palpable. Jealousy, injustice, intolerance. These are not problems easily solved or dismissed. They require deep introspection and a willingness to confront the darker parts of our nature. Even Moses had to correct his own, and the apostles had to learn, often painfully, that exclusion and judgment are not the way. What remains, though, is the challenge, to live a life that embraces tolerance and justice, knowing that the work is never finished and the stakes are always high. God bless you. God